Hello everyone and welcome back to 2D6 Dungeon. My name's Loki Orn and we're back at it with the Journey of Rahfa. Want to thank you all for tuning in and just a quick reminder that this is part 3 of a multi-part series for the first floor of this run. You can find the other 2 videos in the 2D6 Dungeon playlist. And just a reminder that the audio quality in some areas is not where I want it to be, and I'm working to fix that, so thank you for your patience. And as I've said before, this is an iterative process, so if you have feedback you'd like to give, if there's ideas you want to present, I am all ears to hear them. Without further ado, let's get into the action. 1 by 1 with no exits. 7 by 4 with no exits. All right. Well, that certainly simplifies something. So it's 7 by 4. So let's go 1, 2, 3. So we'll say there's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nice. Okay, cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what we're going to rule here is there's actually a secret door there that's revealed only when we clear the room. And the reason to do that is purely so that my dungeon continues to make sense. Again, comment section below if you disagree with that, though to be honest, it's my game and not yours. So, you may have to just deal. And I don't mean that to be offensive or be mean. It's just, we're here to have fun, not to slavishly follow every rule if it's not necessary. As long as we're not giving ourselves an unfair advantage. That's the important thing. All right, 5 by 2, but this is we said it's 7 by 4 is 28. That is not greater than 32, so it is not a large room, I believe. Large rooms are defined as greater than 32. Yeah, so this is 7 by 4, so it is not a large room. So we roll 5 by 2. Which is another sleeping quarters. Oh, isn't that fun? Another sleeping quarters, just more barracks right next to the temple. Kind of makes sense, actually. The clergy sleep here. Alrighty, so let's meet our contestant. This can be anybody. Oh man, the game heard me talking smack, so it's giving me the business here as we face down a cultist and a crazed preacher. All right, okay, well that's not as bad. Could be worse. But let's dust off another cultist for the pile. And let's go grab our crazed preacher token. There he is. Hey, buddy. Alrighty. And the battle is joined. As before, one of these guys is getting a +1 shift. In this case, I think it's sort of a coin toss, so we'll say Rahfa goes after the cultist. He's fought these guys multiple times. Targeting the cultist. Round 1. Swing, batter, batter, batter. 4 by 4. Can't do anything with that. So the cultist swings back. 3 by 2. That might actually do something. Nope, not even close. So the cultist swings back ineffectively, and the preacher, the crazed preacher, rolling at +2 shift, makes his wild scratch attack for 1 point of damage. Oh boy, we're taking hits now. Round 2, so having to fend off the crazed preacher while also fighting the cultist. 4 by 4 again. We still can't do anything with that. The cultist cracks back. 2 by 6, I'm fairly sure the cultist definitely can't do anything with 2 by 6. So the crazed preacher swings again. 1 by 1, the crazed preacher the crazed preacher becomes caught in their own robes and misses the next turn. So round 3, no crazed preacher skips. So me and the cultist still doing battle. 2x3, that is an exact strike. So it's 1 plus some extra damage. The cultist mitigates on, let's double check, on 4s. So he does nothing here. And he is very, very dead. The cultist dies. The crazed preacher misses his turn. Round 4, shift +1. And Rahfa swings. 6x1 becomes 5x2. Dead preacher. Wonderful. So with 2 devastating blows, we knock both of these maniacs down and finish them off. Alrighty, let's do loot. So we have an RPT 1 roll with 6 XP. That is from the cultist. We have a RPT 1 roll and 5 XP from the crazed preacher. And then I believe for the room, because we rolled, let me double check, we rolled 5x2, right? Yep, rolled 5x2. We also get a religious artifact as well. So let's resolve the religious pouches first. So we got 2d6 and 2d6, 8 and 10. Ooh, nice rolls. So an 8, oh wow, we've had both of these before. So more Cathodo spines, more ebony beads, and another thing of Scarlet O. We're up to 3 things of Scarlet Erivitus, which is kind of nice. That seems to be our, that seems to be a thing for us. We are up to 3 necklaces of ebony beads too, aren't we? That's a lot of necklaces. Pity they don't have a value. But that's okay. We also get 11 more XP, moving us up to 74. Closing in, we're getting there. We might hit level 2 right before this level finishes, which would be great because that's really, you really want to level up once per floor, at least early on. Then finally, religious artifacts treasure, 12. There's an ornate gold cross tucked away here, worth 2d6 plus 4 GC, 10 gold coins. So this is, that's not going to fit in a pouch, so it's, well, actually, I guess it could. It depends on the size of the cross here. Ornate gold cross. That's a big find. 10 gold coins is nice in a single thing. But more importantly, we also find laying next to a scroll of deep focus. We still have our scroll of melt metal too, so we definitely have some good stuff here. Let's let me double check what the scroll of deep focus even does. I don't actually remember what that one does. Scrolls. Generic tables. Scrolls. That is not the thing I need. +2 discipline for an entire dungeon level, and it's worth 25 gold coins on itself. That seems pretty solid just to sell, maybe. Wow, that was a nice roll there. Some good money, some good loot. We did take a point of damage, but I don't see that being a problem. We'll actually circle back here, kind of investigate this final room, kind of cut off, finish the job here. 4x1 with a single exit. Alright, so this basically goes nowhere. So what it does is it just goes over to here and hits the wall. And then I delete that. In a way, that's actually almost a relief because it means I don't have to try to justify how this stuff fits together. Secret passage opens up and, you know, wham bam, there you go. As we just do some cleanup. And all right, we're doing really great here. Cleaned up a bunch of the dungeon. We only really have 2 paths left to go. While we're in the temple, let's go ahead and search for the exit again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. 96. Surely we get 1 6. Oh, we got a bunch of 6s. Nice. So now we know our exit is, let's say, here. Cool. We're definitely not ready to leave yet, but we do know where the exit is should we need to leave. Another giant room? 3 by 6? Yeah, we can make that fit. That's nice. With 3 exits, though. Unfortunately, we're running out of space here. Oh, let's do the right color here. Come on. So 3 by 6. So we can definitely go 1 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, all the way to the top. And unfortunately, I don't really see us being able to do a second exit. Yeah, like I think because if I put one right here, these rooms are just going to end up interfering with each other. So I think we ignore the exit roll. Unfortunately, there's just not a good way to fit it in here. Like we could put the exit here and the other one up here, but that still just doesn't create a lot of space. So I think we unfortunately have to ignore those exits. But, and this is perhaps the important part, we get to keep going. 1-1. I don't remember what that room is. What do we got? An empty space. The room is quiet. You hear nothing. Empty space. Well, that was extremely anticlimactic. Well, it's archway exits, so we just keep going. 4 by 4 with a single exit. 8 by 8 with a single exit. So 1 more large room. We'll just make it as big as we can. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, it does fit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my gosh. It fits perfectly. I hope you all are loving this as much as I am to have this room fit perfectly. Oh, no, I don't need you. Oh, that is beautiful. Alrighty. 2d6 to see this large room. 5. The penitentiary. The northeast corner is being used to hold captives. There are whips and knives on the table. The floor is covered in bloody straw. Fight a jailer, then roll on EMP 1. Did we fight a jailer? Nope. Do I have a good jailer token? No, but you know what I do have? I do have a thug token. This guy looks like a jailer. He actually probably looks too cool to be a jailer, but, you know. It's good enough for the old government work. 6 XP. Jailor. So yeah, let's square up with this guy and hopefully save somebody. The penitentiary has reinforced doors, and it is unique. The penitentiary. It does have its only exit. We would have a reinforced door from this side, but basically it's locked. So we sort of just have to shrug on that. Jailer. Alrighty, combat start. Round 1. Well, we're going to swing first. 6 by 5. Man, that's so close to greatness, but that's nothing. The jailer swings back at us. 3 by 6. He can't do anything with that. Round 2. 4 by 5. Definitely can't do anything with that. 6 by 4. He can't do anything with that either. So, first 2 rounds, Rahfa and the jailer kind of, the jailer boxing Rahfa, swinging that heavy mace. Neither of them kind of able to land a blow, just sort of taking the measure of their opponent. And now Rahfa strikes. 2 by 5 becomes 2 by 3. The jailer barge on secondary 2s. Well, I got bad news for you, buddy. That's not a secondary 2. We cut his HP in half, and I do think this is a time. He's at 50% HP. He will skip his turn and drink a potion. 6. Wow, he just gains an extra attack. So he drinks the potion, gets an extra attack, swings it at me. 5/3. I think he might... Can he do something with that? Oh, he's so close to greatness, but sadly not. Miss. Round 4, shift +1. All right. So he's blown his potion. 1/6 doesn't become anything for me. The jailer swings back. 6/5 definitely doesn't become anything. So again, just back to kind of business as usual. So this is round 5. I mistypoed there. 2/2 becomes 2/3. Dead jailer. And we've already gotten our quest for this floor. So, dead jailer. Celebration music plays. We get a PT1 roll, +1, and 10 XP. Nice. We're doing good here. 84 XP. We are 16 XP from level 2, and we basically have a single locked room left. So this is where the staircase has to be now. Okay. Well, whatever. Was kind of hoping to avoid that. We'll roll on PT1 +1, so that's actually an 8. I typoed. Some Malico leaves. Nice. We needed some Malico leaves there. That's definitely useful for making potions. Malico leaves. Cool. And we also encounter a prisoner. Which we do need to roll on the encounter prisoner table. We obviously want to roll high here. 10. Shackled to the wall, a thin man pleads to be freed, and you comply. He runs back the way you came. Liberate one prisoner. So I don't recall if we liberated a prisoner last time, but we will do that. We will resolve it now, and it's pending. So when you liberate a prisoner, they may or may not give you something when you get back to town. However, because we're kind of in the moment, I prefer to just roll it right now. 4. You hear the prisoner was a pious worshiper of a random god. Roll on GOT1 and gain +1 favor point with that god. 6. 6 on the Ye Old Gods table. Who is that? That's Radicina the Redix. So we don't have +1 favor right now, but we put +1 pending from town. So let's put that in there so we don't forget. But yeah, we get a little good vibe from a deity. Well, now we're sort of cut off and out of options. Oh, I do need to, before I forget, let's just quickly mark that as used. Cool. All right. So kind of backtracking through the dungeon. We've got one door left to kick in, but first we have to open it. So now we will lockpick. So we set the difficulty of the lock is an 11. Oh, geez. And lockpicking is 2d6 plus the lockpick, which is 3, plus your precision, which I have none. Yes! We picked the lock. That was a pretty suspect lock, but we do manage to pick it. Do I get XP for that? I don't remember if I get XP for that. Let me double check. Do I don't think you get XP for picking locks, because it's so much just like a thing you have to do to get moving. Where is lockpicking? I also haven't thrown our throwing axe yet, and there's a good reason for that, which I will explain momentarily once I finish looking up this lockpick thing. Lockpick. Okay, yep. No XP, unfortunately, so we're down to a single lockpick, but we do manage to open the door. Kind of doesn't matter what size this room is, but let's see if it's cooperative. 3x3. 6x4, so it would have been enormous. Yeah, but it doesn't fit, so I gotta... what should I do here? I mean, I can make it as big as I can, basically. But it's still, like, nowhere near as big as it's supposed to be. Because this is supposed to be a 9x7 room. That's insane. Let me read the rules real quick on this. Yeah, so rule 10, if there's not enough space on the map to draw the room dimensions, draw the room to fit the available space within the dimensions of the roll. So we draw it as big as we can and then keep to the spirit of the room. So this is going to be another large encounter room. The dice have spoken. That's my ruling. No, one more large room. We've only seen like 4 of them. 2, the stone workshop. This large space has rough walls and piles of stone lying everywhere. There are the remains of a large stone statue that's been smashed. No one is here. Oh, that is really disappointing. That is really disappointing because there's no XP here. So we are level 1 heading into the next floor with no reward, unfortunately. I mean, it's not a big deal because we're pretty healthy. We're pretty healthy. We got a good chunk of loot, and we fought a lot of large rooms, which is kind of interesting. Well, regardless, before we do anything else, let's head back to town. So having secured this dungeon floor against all comers and established the staircase, we head back to town. And we will just helpfully move over to my cool little town screen. And let's resolve town. So journeying back to town, we get back no problem. Oh, I owe you all an explanation. So the thing with throwing items is, when you get to use them, you do it at the start of the fight, and you get to throw the throwing axe. You still roll an attack roll. However, the axe always hits and does 6 damage, so it's really big. The attack roll is purely to see if your opponents interrupt it in any way. If they interrupt it, they get to reduce the incoming damage. After the fight, if the throwing weapon was deflected, it's destroyed. If you threw it without it being deflected, it's a 50-50 whether or not you get it back. So that's why A, we didn't have a lot of fights there, but B, that's why I haven't thrown it yet, because it's kind of not a one-shot item, but it's very likely to be a one-shot item. So you really want to use it when you kind of need it. So first of all, we get to town, we find out that the Racina the Radix now likes us more. That's always good. So we'll just make some little notey notes down here. Radicina likes +1 FP. Prisoner. And let's do some tallying here. So first of all, we have a total of 19 gold coins. I'll do math here. 19 gold coins plus 4.3 gold coins and silver coins plus 0.44 gold coins in copper, because it's 19 gold, because gold is our base 1. Silver is 10 silver makes a gold, so 43 silver coins becomes 4.3 gold coins. And 10 copper makes a silver, so 44 copper coins becomes 4.4 silver, which becomes 0.44 of a gold. So a total, we have 23.74 GP in coins. What else do we got? We've got the Scroll of Deep Focus, which I kind of want to keep and use. We have the Gold Amulet worth 6 GC, and we have the Ornate Gold Cross worth 10 gold. So let's see if we go to sell here. If we go to start selling stuff. So the Cathodo Spines are worth 2 gold on their own, and I need to check the Herbal Remedies table, which I will pull up for you all quickly, but I don't believe that the Cathodo Spines, like, they basically only go into the Soothing Oil, which is not super exciting to me. That's just not one I've seen a lot of use for, particularly in the early levels of the dungeon. There's not a lot of fire damage going around. And even when there is, like, that doesn't feel like that's the thing. We could use Cathodo Spines to make a flame jar, but we would need water, coal or charcoal, patch of hemp, crushed bone, and Cathodo Spines. We actually have some of those components. Yep. So the Cathodo Spines aren't feeling super useful, but I also don't know that 2 gold coins is going to make much of a difference. We also do have to go through the sales process here. So really we only have the Gold Amulet with 4 gem slots I actually want to keep. I want to try to convert that into something. So we really only have the Ornate Gold Cross worth 10 gold coins, and that's it. And the Scroll of Deep Focus. So the Scroll of Deep Focus is 25 gold coins, but it's 2 discipline for the level. Now we could... That's a lot of discipline, but it's 25 gold. I mean, realistically, we're likely to get half of that, 12. That makes, gets us over 30 gold coins. That actually seems probably worthwhile. So yeah, I think we attempt to sell gold ornate cross, 10 GC. And I do think we sell the Scroll of Deep Focus, 25 GC. Well, actually, I need to check. Do scrolls, I think, get half their value. Runes, gems retain their full value, but armor scrolls are only worth half their purchase price before bartering. Okay, so the Scroll of Deep Focus is only worth 12.5 gold. The Gold Ornate Cross is 10 gold. Do I want to sell the Cathodo Spines? I haven't really fooled around a lot with the Potion Maker's Kit, so I think we're going to keep it for now, and I'm going to try to make some cool stuff. So first of all, 10 plus 12.5 is 22.5. Cool. I could have done that in my head, but, meh. All right, so now I need to roll. So to see how well my bargaining skills is, it's 2d6 plus my adventuring level minus my precision. Well, my precision is 0, so it's 2d6 plus 1. 10. You do well and stood strong a couple of days. You add 10% of the sale price of the loot, rounded up. Nice. So 22.5 times 1.1, 24.75. So slash roll that plus 23.74 plus 24.75. 48.49 in total. So 48.49 GC in value. Ooh, that's good. So Scroll of Deep Focus is sold. The Ornate Gold Cross is sold. Now the real questions come in, because 48 gold... So 18 gold buys me another healing potion. I could also buy herbs, potentially, to make stuff. Because I have the Scarlet Erivitus, which is the most expensive part. But, oh, the Ilios petals are pretty expensive, too. But let's see. If I bought the Ilios petals... Where is this? What do I need to make... so I would need Ilios petals and Zumarius leaves to make health paste. So I could buy the Ilios petals. 12 gold coins each. I could buy 2 of them. Alright, so let's do some math here. So if we say Ilios petals, we buy 24 Ilios petals and 1 Zumarius leaves. That lets us make, for 29 gold coins, we get to make, using the Scarlet O and the Malico leaves that we already have, we get to make a healing balm and a health paste. So it's lots of healing. But it's not available. But then let's 48.49 minus 29, 19. So we do have enough to buy the healing potion as well. So we would have a ton of healing built up. So that's option 1. So let's write this down so you all have something to look at. Option 1. Buy Zoom leaves. So buy Zoom leaves for 5 GC. Buy Ilios petals, 24 GC. We buy it X2. 24 gold coins. So that makes, then buy 1 healing pot for 18 GC. 1 GC 49, 1.49 GC left. So this is option 1. We just kind of go hardcore for healing. We'd have a ton of healing, but nothing else. Now, the alternative would be we go to the armor table and we look at buying something that supports our endeavors here. We already have a padded tunic, which is mitigating on 5s. But we could buy something like a so we've got basically 30 gold if we say we really want that if we say we really want that healing potion to have 2. We could get leather bracers for 26 gold coins. Mitigates us on 6s and 3s. Primary 6s and secondary 3s, so we'd have 6s and 5s and secondary 3s covered. That's kind of tempting. So option 2. Option the second. Buy healing potion. 18 GC. Buy leather. So we could buy the leather bracers for 26 gold coins. So this gives us, it's a lot less healing. But we do have 449 left. Which isn't really enough to do anything with, but it means we have some money banked for later. Now, option 3, I just want to kind of think about briefly. Option 3 would be screw that healing potion and put all 48 gold into something. Let me just double check before I go further here. Baseline healing potion is 18 gold. Oh, this might actually be the play. All right, so we've got 48.49 gold. So we have option 1, option 2. But now option 3, we go kind of a different direction here. Option 3, we go for a potion of gain health, which is 25 gold coins. Now, a potion of gain health, what that does is it just increases our max HP, or not our max HP, but it sets our max HP to 15 points higher. So we would effectively go into the dungeon at 25 out of 10 HP. What that means is we can't heal over 10, so we will just be basically bleeding off that HP. But it would mean that we are way, way tougher than we should be. And when we level up, that 10 gets added, so we would still be quite tough. So if we do that, 48 minus 25, have 23 gold coins left. So with 23 gold coins left, we could also get the healing potion. Yeah, with 20 we could also get the healing potion. Could also make the healing balm. And part of the reason to make the healing balm is it nets us 5 XP. Uses up some of our resources, but does make us effectively 3 out of combat healing potions. No, actually, does it? We need the Zoom leaves and 1 of the Ilios petals. So that's 17. And then we'd have 6 gold left. 6 gold left. Ooh, I kind of like the sound of that. So then we go Ilios petals X1 for 12 GC, Zoom leaves for 5 GC. I need to double check. Is it really 5 gold coins for those things? I need to make sure that's what it is, and I'm not just like living in a fever dream right now. It is 5 gold. Nice. So, which would leave us with 6 GC left. Well, 6 GC and change left. Ooh. That is also quite tempting. Man, so many different options. If I was live streaming, this would be a poll immediately. The leather bracers is... So here's basically the challenge. So this is like all the healing in the world. This is upgrading my armor in a meaningful way and getting another healing potion. And this is basically buffing myself out like a mad lad so that I'm effectively a level 3 character from an HP perspective. With some extra healing, and we still have a healing potion and our scroll of melt metal. Yeah, this is tricky. Tricky. If we make a herbal remedy, we'll be at 89. If we did it again, we still don't level up. We'd have to make 3 herbal remedies to level up. Actually, even then that doesn't do it because we need 16 XP. So yeah, I think this is out. I think this is way too much investment in healing when we need to be improving our options. So we'll eliminate option 1. So option 2 gives us some immediate upgrades. Option 2 gives us a permanent upgrade and another healing potion. Option 3 gives us a bunch of HP to potentially survive an encounter and some out-of-combat healing with 6 gold coins left. All right, I think we go with option 3. Unfortunately, there's no way to make option like the leather bracers and the potion of gain health work. But the potion of gain health basically guarantees we hit level 2 because it's very unlikely we lose a fight with 25 HP as our starting point. And making the health paste gets us to 11 XP to level up. And for the record, I believe that the health paste actually requires a container. I'm assuming that I can get a container in town, because that would be very silly if I couldn't get it. And there's unfortunately no rules for that. But I assume I just like borrow, or I just grab an old something or other to put it in. Yeah, but this makes us the health paste. Health paste. X3, heal 10 HP out of combat. Yeah, I think this is the play. So we commit, I guess I should leave it up there. So we commit to option 3. We have 6.49 gold coins left in the bank. Potion of gain health. And I think that does it for us. So 6.49 GC left in town. That was our selection. We have resolved that, and I think that will do it for our buying and selling. Comment section below if you agree with that. I'm definitely interested to hear what other people would choose. I like getting the armor upgrades, but it just feels so slight to get a single armor upgrade when in theory there's so much more we could get. So before we head to the tavern for the night, I actually want to go to the arm wrestling tournament. So we will go to the arm wrestling tournament. The way this works, we roll 2d6 plus our discipline. And we basically just want to roll high. So we'll make a note, arm wrestle tourney. We get to do this every time we come to town. And roll 7. You win a few rounds before a broad veteran rolls up and beats you all too quickly. He flips you a single gold coin. Ha ha! Sucker. Does 7 gold coins change anything? I don't think it does. But it's close. It's close to changing something. So we get a gold coin from our arm wrestle tournament, and then we will actually just head to the tavern. I don't think it's worth praying to a deity right now, so we'll head to the tavern, listen to the tales. We roll a 10. I catch up with old Glenn. He talks about one particular route that sounds familiar. You may select the room type for the first new room you encounter when you enter the dungeon. Nice. So I get to, choose next room I encounter. Nice, nice, nice. Well, that'll do it for this floor as we get a meal and get ready to head back into the dungeon. equipped and ready for battle. Tune in next time as Rahfa's journey continues back to level 2. I hope you all enjoyed this, and I'm definitely looking for feedback if you all want something to change. I'm still experimenting with the best format to show this in, and I really am just excited to be sharing this with all of you. So, till next time, see ya!